Hey there, Chronicle crew. Tree here. We're trying to get the last things done on the van before we shove off, hopefully by the end of October or the very beginning of November. I'm not sure why my camera's crashing, but I think I might have damaged this thing riding on the motorcycle without a damped mount. Today, I'm going to try and finish up this wiring. What we have is a project box to put the Mean Well LRS 600-12 power supply in. It's a AC-DC converter. I've already got the standard Enigma plug. This is supposed to plug into the 3 posts here for live, neutral, and ground. And then you have 3 of each of outgoing positive and negative terminals. This puts out 60 amps. With a single wire would require 6 gauge to be safe. However, that is a very thick cable. And as you can see, these posts are really meant for something like 10 or 12 or maybe 8 gauge at the best. This puts out 60 amps, which is more than enough to handle the amperage coming out of the power supply. First, I started off with 6 gauge. That's just not working here. And so what I'm going to do is get some 10 gauge, which I have, take 3 from each of these terminals and then connect them on the fuse block. And that way I should be able to safely power up our 12 volt appliances. And for tonight's spooky Halloween edition of Enigma Expeditions Chronicles, hello Chronicle crew. Today I wisely or unwisely installed some LED headlights. All right, so I got these Diode Dynamics SL2 Pro LED bulbs because they don't require any extra connections. They're essentially plug and play. You don't have any big cooling fans or power supplies that are going into it. Just twist them in. See that there are 2 rubber caps. This one's for your low beam. That's an H11, and this is for your high beam. It's a 9005, I think, and it's the same on the other side, inner high beam, outer low beam. You can remove these dust caps to get in there on each one, but I find that to be a little tight for my hands, and so you have these 2 screws, one here and one here, that you can remove, and then the headlight assembly comes out, and then you can just sort of work at it from there. It's basically just unplugging a couple of clipped-on wire harnesses, one from each one, twisting them out, twisting them back in. Probably should twist them out and then put the switch out the harnesses. Ideally, the LED light will be on top. The kit comes with a couple of little Allen wrenches, which are for loosening up the collar. That way you can get a better orientation. Either really bright, you kind of see the LED light there. So yeah, super bright. The halogens. Okay, now I have the high beams on. You can see the low beams are off, high beams are on. Don't worry, that flickering is just the camera, but again, really bright. These are more expensive than some of the other brands, but based on the reviews and the sort of direct fit, especially with mimicking the pattern of the halogen lights, so you're not causing unnecessarily glare and blinding other oncoming drivers. But these lights, it seemed like it was worth the extra money, especially since, you know, we'll be probably driving in some places that are pretty dark, especially this time of year. And ideally, we'd be avoiding driving at night, especially with the topes that could jump out at you at any moment. But at least when we have to, we'll have plenty of light. Oh yeah, I need to give a shout out to these guys here. These go in these drain plugs, which tend to get clogged up. I found this seller on Etsy who had these 3D printed plugs, one on each side. They actually sent me 3 for around $11 or $12. Totally worth it. Now the leaves are in there and there's not water pooling. Definitely a very good upgrade to your van that's very inexpensive and very effective. And I will pass along the specific, hopefully in overlay text, thanks to Karen. So thanks again, Chronicle crew. All right, so thanks for watching Chronicle crew. Please like and subscribe, and see you later with more good times.